going on YouTube? Mr. Flip coming at you with a product review as promised. Another product by Line Cutterz. Yeah, buddy. So this product review is based off pretty much, it's almost a new item that they came out with, and this is a phenomenal item for the fact that a lot of people don't like wearing rings or any type of jewelry in that nature when they're out fishing. A lot of you guys are very familiar with Line Cutterz for their Line Cutterz ring, which can cut just about any type of fishing line. You name it, it'll cut it. So yeah, this is kind of one of those extra bonuses that Line Cutterz created and threw out there for us anglers to be able to have something of their product without having to wear it. And they came out with the flat mount. Now this flat mount it's mind-blowing, and honestly is, you guys. And for the fact that, as I stated, a lot of people don't, feel comfortable with wearing rings or what have you. Now they have the option of being able to mount a Line Cutterz ring just about anywhere. Now you can actually mount your Line Cutterz ring to like boat railing, your kayak handle, basically anything. You can cut the actual band off of your Line Cutterz ring and run a zip tie through it and zip tie to just about anything. But if you decide you don't want to go that route, what Line Cutterz has came up with is the flat mount. We're gonna go ahead and open this up real quick. Let me bust open the package here. Let's see what we got inside. Obviously we can see what's inside. Excuse me if I'm not very coordinated today. There we go. So you have the flat mount cutter, as you can see there. Hopefully that zooms in for you guys. Safe and convenient, cuts braided monofilament and fluorocarbon fishing line. Attaches securely to boat, councils, tackle boxes, kayaks, and more. Then you can basically see the back of it there. It just explains how it's used, and we'll just toss that out and jump right into the flat mount. So you can see the flat mount, you guys, basically the same as your Line Cutterz ring. Same similarities, nothing's really changed besides it is flat surfaced instead of that round surface, like how you get the comfort from the ring. This is actually the flat surface, so you can see, hopefully. Let's see if I can get a good view of it for you guys. Come on, there we go, got a little bit of a focus. And then you have the 3M adhesive on the bottom. Now, if you guys are curious what that gold band is on the top, that is the blade, you guys. The blade goes inside of the housing, as you can see, and then you can see the blade in the inside there. So you're able to cut your line from either direction. Either way, you can cut your line from this side or this side. And it's very compact, I mean, tiny, you can see. Tiny, tiny, tiny. So you can mount it to just about anywhere without it getting in your way. You don't have to worry about, big bulky scissors or any of that crap. This is, compact and small, so you can mount it to just about anywhere. And I actually already have an idea of where we are going to mount this one at. I was going to place it on my kayak, but I consistently wear my ring when I'm on my kayak, so I don't need to worry about that. But however, there has been days where I have gone swim bait fishing, and I have either went swim bait fishing and forgot my ring, or I went diving and then left my ring in the car, but then I still had my swim bait stuff, and then it's like, oh man, I don't have scissors on me or none of that, and I didn't have my ring on me, and I needed to cut fishing line when I was changing out my swim baits because I don't want to bite on 25-pound P-line CXX, which is really thick fishing line, and I'll also be giving you a demonstration of the ring cutting that line like butter. So yeah, I decided I'm gonna mount this to my swim bait box, and this carries all my big swim baits, which, as I stated, I throw really solid thick line, and when I'm changing out these swim baits, there's no way I'm gonna be chewing on this line. I have very delicate teeth, and I do not want to cause any kind of ruckus while trying to do that. So I came up with the decision where I kind of wanted to mount the ring at, or the flat mount, excuse me. So I have decided I'm gonna mount it on the inside, right in here. I am going to switch the camera view around and just give you a visual of the work area that we're gonna be doing. You do wanna clean the surface very well. I will probably be using some like rubbing alcohol for the inside because this thing has never been cleaned. So I know it does have, you know, a little bit of mold or, you know, some nastiness inside of it from, you know, switching out swim baits so fast and the swim bait still being wet and causing a lot of moisture in the inside. So we are going to clean up the surface a little bit and then we will mount it, and I will show you cutting some fishing line on how it works and everything else. So stay tuned. Let's switch up the camera view and I'll bring you right back in. Alright guys, so we are back and this is the inside of the, I guess you call it the Tupperware where I carry my swim baits. This is the inside, and what I'm gonna do is get some nail polish remover, very, very light. I'm not gonna use a lot, just very little, just for the fact that I'm doing this, you know, a demonstration, and I don't want to have to wait any longer for it to dry. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of the nail polish remover, get it on the surface that I want to mount the flat mount on, and make sure it's, you know, really clean, really dry. That's a very important thing. As I stated, you can see by looking at this, it's really dirty. So that looks pretty clean to me. Feels dry to the touch. And what I like about alcohol or nail polish remover is it actually dries really fast. So it's not like using that Gooby Gone or anything in that nature. Then we're just gonna get the 3M tape on the bottom of the flat mount. And then I'm just going to come around here so it's a little easier for me. And we are going to mount it right here. And remind you, this is in the inside, you guys. I'm doing this on the inside of my swim bait tackle box. So I'm going to mount her right there, just like that. And this does not get in the way. I've already kind of done measurements to it. It actually, when I close this, it's in a spot where it's not rubbing up against my swim baits or anything like that. It's kind of like in a, you can see how the pocket is right here. And where the swim baits are, there's a pocket right there. And I don't have any small swim baits that actually fit in that pocket area. So it fits very, very good. So yeah, that is now mounted right there. I like to push on it a little bit just to make sure that 3M adhesive sticks very well. And it will too, trust me. Plus, if you are in warm temperatures, that 3M really tends to mold itself onto surfaces. So there we go, just like that. You can see right inside the lid area. And now what we're gonna do is get a close-up visual of it, and I'm gonna show you the ring being put to work. So I'll be able to take my fishing line, get it in here, cut it, or even come up from the bottom and cut up. So stay tuned, let me change the camera angle again, and we'll come right back in and take care of this. All right guys, so we are in camera view, and I'm hoping this stays all in focus. You know, I don't have one of those high-end crazy cameras that does all this magical focusing on its own. But let me just give you guys a quick demonstration. This is 50-pound Cutterz power line. This is braided line. Come on, focus. This camera takes so long to focus, it drives me crazy. You gonna focus for me? There we go, 50-pound Power Pro fishing line. And here is the demonstration, you guys. You can see, all you gotta do is run that line, just like that, and it cuts it like butter, I'll tell you. So now, for instance, let me go ahead and tie on a swim bait real quick for you guys and just show you what I'm talking about. You can cut tag lines with this, you guys. It's not just to cut swim baits off of your line and retie them. You can actually cut tag lines. So very, very handy. Let me just tie on a swim bait real quick. Excuse me for the delay. Let's see here if I can remember how to tie a knot. There we go. All right, let's see if I can get this in camera view now. So there you have it. There's my tag line. My regular line's going up from the swim bait. What you do basically is grab, let me see, this thing's spinning on me. Grab your tagline like so, get it right flush up against that flat mount like that, you see? Swim bait there, you can hold the swim bait like so, hold the bottom tag, boom. Look at that. Look at that tagline, you guys. I could even get it closer if I have to, but that, to me, that's perfect because knots do tend to slip, and that's about where I leave my taglines normally. That does not affect anything. It's not visual for the fish to, you know, be line shy of. That's a perfect line tag right there, you guys. So that's my demonstration on there. Then I can take that braid when I want to change out this swim bait. You see, basically holding the swim bait like so, holding the fishing line from the top. Just make a small loop, just like this. You can cut really close, really close. And what I mean, basically I am sliding that O-ring right up against the ring, like that. And then you're able to pull that knot right out. So I know it's probably a little shaky and not very focused in. It's one reason I try to do a light background for you guys. But you can see I cut, you can see the tag lines on both sides. Just get that fingernail in there and you can pull that knot right out. So just like so. So you see? Close up and personal, you guys. That's what it's all about. Let's do the 25-pound P-line CXX. You just seen 50-pound braid get cut like nothing. Imagine, you know, 60, 70, 80-pound braid. Same thing, cuts just like butter. P-line CXX 25-pound test. This stuff is crazy thick, you guys. This is what I throw those really big swim baits on. I'm talking like real big swim baits. Throwing 8 to 10-inch swim baits. Throwing like the depths 250. This line is really thick, you guys. P-line CXX, some of the thickest line, most trusting line that I trust. I mean, this stuff, let me got a little bit of a mess here. But yeah, there you go. If you guys are looking for some crazy thick line, P-line CXX 25-pound test. And man, I'll tell you, I wouldn't chew on this. So I'm gonna hold it like that, get a little bit of a loop in there, slide it right in. Look at this. Cuts it like nothing. You probably can't see the line because it's so clear, but I'll just grab it like this, run it right up on the loop. Look at that. Cuts it right in half. Straight right in half. Clean cuts too. And that's another thing, you guys. If you use this for braid, you do not get frays. Let me go ahead and demonstrate that real fast for you. So for instance, when you cut braid with scissors, you tend to get like a lot of frays and stuff. Or even if you try to chew on braid, which I probably wouldn't advise. But let's go ahead and get a clean cut here. There you go. And look at these tips. No frays whatsoever. See if I can get a focus in. Pretty sure you guys can see that. No fray at all, you guys. Straight clean cuts. So yeah, buddy. Yeah, that's mounted right in the inside of my tackle box. Now, you can mount this to just about anything. You can mount it to your cell phone if you wanted to. And then you always have it on you, because come on, we always have our cell phones on us, right? Or you can even mount it on, you know, like a rail system of your kayak, a rail system of your boat, anywhere. Yeah, this stuff's gonna stick. If you don't trust 3M adhesive, then you can use like a Gorilla Glue or anything in that nature, you know, just to give you some more security that you are not gonna lose the flat mount. But that 3M adhesive we are all familiar with. GoPro uses them for like their mounts for vehicles and stuff like that. That stuff sticks, you guys. It ain't going nowhere. Why I did it inside, just for the fact that I don't want to bang it all up and, you know, or what have you. I mean, it does not affect the ring. You can see this ring here. I've put this ring through hell, diving, fishing, you name it, I've used it, and this thing still cuts clean. Let me show you. So there's the fishing line, there's the ring, like nothing, you guys. And you can see this ring has been beat. I mean, you can't even see the line Cutterz logo on there no more. It's got like, it's really beat up, but it still works. It's functional, and that's what matters, you guys. Line Cutterz definitely puts in the work to make sure their product works phenomenal. So yeah, buddy, let's switch the camera up again. I've been switching this camera up on you guys, I apologize, but I just wanted to get close demonstrations of how the mount works. You can see this thing is on there, it is not coming off. I mean, it ain't going nowhere now. It's on there. Let me switch the camera view up around and I can show you now how the tackle box looks with the flush mount in the inside. Stay tuned. All right, guys, back at you. Different camera view. I apologize. Here's the mount, so you can see it is in the inside. And as I was stating, see, there's a little bit of a pocket here. And you can see my big swim baits do not get within this area. There's basically nothing there. And then coming down, you can see my line Cutterz ring. It's pretty much flush with the housing on the tackle box here. Closes. No obstruction, don't have to worry about it getting in the way. And one thing I do want to mention, you guys, the line Cutterz ring is not meant to cut anything that is not slid between the cracks. So, you know, you're not going to scrape up on your swim baits with a knife or none of that. Only way it's going to ever cut anything is if you push your line through these little holes here, these little cracks. That's the only way it is going to cut anything. This thing is completely safe. You will not be able to get any type of skin in there. I mean, I can show you demonstrations. Look, I'm literally trying to cut myself and it's not going to cut you. I can't even get that skin in there to cut myself. Completely safe. If it wasn't, I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing. Look, no scratches, no cuts. So when you mount this, you do not have to worry about it damaging anything or cutting on, you know, like your clothes or your skin. You can literally mount it right on the side of your kayak where your arm rests. And then you got that, you know, quick, secured, easy way to cut your fishing line. So very, very thought out, you guys. Very well played out. They really, you know, line Cutterz really put their heart and soul into this product. And I'll tell you what, they did a great job. Get rid of those scissors. Get rid of those nail clippers. Get rid of those knives. You don't need them. Buy yourself a line Cutterz ring, baby. I'll tell you what, you will not regret it. And yeah, so booyah, baby. Flat mount right inside my tackle box now. And so if, for instance, like I stated, if I forget my ring for any odd reason, now I have my line Cutterz flat mount right inside with all my big swim baits, easy access, and I don't have to worry about chewing on fishing line or any of that. So that sums it up for this review. Much love and respects. I wanted to show you guys a couple of rings that I do have here. They do come in different colors, different, you know, styles. This is the, I believe it's called the Hero ring. You can see it's got the red, white, and blue. This is the one like I have on now, just a lot newer, or I should say newer. It's got the line Cutterz logo. They have glow in the dark. They have pink for the ladies. Another thing is they have what is called the thread cutters for those of the ladies or gentlemen who do sewing or knitting or anything like that. The ring is specially designed for that type of material or whatnot. So really cool. You can get your own logos added onto your ring. For instance, if you have a logo for like your Facebook logo or whatnot, you can get it added onto your ring. So yeah, go check out line Cutterz, you guys. I'm gonna leave all the links down below in the description. That is the product review of the flat mount. Awesome. You can see it's beautiful. And you know, I don't have to carry rusted scissors or knives or nail clippers in here with my very expensive swim baits. You know, that rust is gonna fall off and get on my swim baits. I don't have to worry about that anymore. I now have a cutter that is compact with my tackle box. So, all right, much love and respects. I'm gonna sum it up from here. Peace out, my friends.